Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
How are you, ma'am?
Just fine, and you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Trying to beat this heat.
Mindy, disregard the message I just sent you.
Okay.
I saw it on the paper. It said 6:30. That's why I kind of. No, never mind. It was the wrong paper. Jeez. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Mindy, your little blinder on your camera is about halfway over.
Yeah, I know. It's there for a reason, just for right this second.
Okay.
So. Slow.
Hey, Mindy, do you want to go ahead and make me co-host? Mr. Gunnarsson, is it?
Pardon me?
Is
You
that link?
cut out.
Oh, sorry. Is that link that you sent out on the 2nd? Is that still the same link? Still a good link for the budget?
I can send you a new one, but we're not doing budget tonight, so.
Oh, well, then never mind. I don't need it. It's been a long day.
Budget's not on the agenda. We have updated that somewhat.
Greg, did you leave the camera in here for me?
Your microphone volume is really low, Mayor. Yeah, if you're trying that new webcam, you might want to use the Chromebook. I got to play with those new ones and see how they work.
Hello, Judy.
Oh, I had unmute all. But wanted to make sure I didn't mute you.
Oh, you did. How
Sorry.
rude. How rude.
Wasn't intentional, I can assure you that.
Okay.
Tried to make it last week, but as soon as I got on, y'all were already off.
Hey, Susan, the mayor just tried his and his volume was really low on his microphone.
Okay. Do you want me to
Oh.
run in there?
No, yours is good. No, I was just concerned that maybe yours was going to have the same problem, but I may have to get on his computer and change his settings. But I
it's
can hear you
showing
fine.
It's showing that the network bandwidth is low.
Hmm.
Uh, I guess I'll. I'm gonna have the network in here.
$5:33.
Wait for Mindy to get back to her desk.
I'm sorry. I'm taking a call for the elections across the street. Give me 1 second.
Mr. Gunderson, I got a question for you. Mr. Gunderson, can you hear me?
I can.
With the elections now where you can vote anywhere, that means we'll have to have use the annex every year. Is that correct?
That's a good question for Mindy. I don't know. She's our elections officer.
Okay, Mayor, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay, I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Some members of the city council may participate via telephone or video conference. A quorum may not be physically present in the city council chambers. Texas Government Code 551.127A-2. Citizens wishing to make comments should email mparks@evermantx.net, mparks@evermantx.net. Citizens' comments received prior to the meeting will be read to the council. We're going to move down to item 4, the consent agenda, reading of previous minutes, work session January 7th, 2020, regular council meeting February 11th, 2020, regular council meeting March 10th, 2020, special council meeting April 9th, 2020, work session May 5th, 2020, meeting June 9th, 2020, and the financial report June 2020. I will entertain a motion.
I move we approve the consent agenda as read.
I second.
Motion made and discussion. Susan, do you have anything on financials?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up a couple things really quick, a couple highlights here. The cash position at the end of the month, we were at 2.5 million, which was up 146,000 from last month. And our investments at Logic were at 2.4 million, and we only had $1,200 in interest this month, as the interest rate was only 0.5597, and that actually is continuing to decrease. But on a good note, we were pleasantly surprised by the June sales tax numbers were actually up when we thought that they were going to be down. So that was a nice break and a welcome surprise there. So also, we have started the audit for this year, or for fiscal year 20. The auditors have been out in the office this week, and it's been very busy. So apologize if we're not as quick responding to some messages, but working through all that. So far, so good. And lastly, just a reminder that we will have some budget amendments coming up as we work through the budget process for next year. So, and as the fiscal year comes to an end. And that's all I have.
Do we have any questions? Mindy, would you poll the council?
Yes, place one.
Aye.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I have some questions.
Go ahead.
On the financial report for June the 27th, there are close to $17,000 for a charge to EDC, and I was trying to see why almost 13,000 was charged for the scoreboard, and then there were 2 other charges for $2,350 and another one for $1,033.
In the month of June?
June 22nd.
Okay. I'd have to pull those transactions and the paperwork to see what exactly that was.
Well,
I can get back with.
One question was the scoreboard. I thought it was only a little over $5,000, and then I don't recall that being supposedly being charged to EDC.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. know that there were some additional fees associated with the scoreboard because they had to have some electrical work done as well. So I'd have to pull the actual invoices to see what exactly that was.
Right, but I don't think that was supposed to be charged to EDC at all, is what I'm saying as well.
Okay, I will check all three of those transactions and I will get back to you on that.
Also, sorry.
That's okay.
It was saying on expenditure report that there were unexpected electrical work at the annex.
Mhm.
How much was that?
Yeah, I don't have the exact total here, but it was to fix, I believe, the air conditioner and some wiring. So I'd have to pull the actual invoice to tell you that.
Okay. Also on the monthly financial update for June 2020, it was saying that park vandalism repairs at one of the parks. How much was that, and when was that?
That was not during the month of June.
Okay, it's on the June 2020.
That was previous charges. Those were previous expenses that have already been paid.
Okay, and it
I was
has.
just.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was just going to say that has contributed to the increase in the expenses, but it was not a current expense.
Oh, okay. For June, is that what you're saying?
No, for the year-to-date expenses.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There have been no new vandalism charges that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Anything else? Mindy, would you poll the council?
Place 1,
Aye.
place 2,
Aye.
place 3,
No.
place 4,
Aye.
place 5,
Aye.
mayor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Next item is new business, consideration possible action. Item A, approve engineering services for new well.
This is our engineer's invoice for starting the project on new well, establishing his, if you will, management position on that project.
Is this the authorization for professional services that we have attached?
Yes.
Okay.
The basic engineering fee is $131,746. In addition to that, there are some other incidental fees relative to regulator fees, design surveys, and that sort of thing at the bottom. And his direct costs will be charged out at 10% above his cost. Keep in mind that this will be also any expenses, if this is authorized, under this will require budget amendments. None of the expenses related to the new well were budgeted for this year. But since we have a pretty good consensus that it's necessary by the council, I think authorizing this will authorize as well any expenses to be a budget amendment.
Mr. Gunderson, how much did you say that was?
The basic services or the engineering fee is
Yes.
$131,746.
And then plus we'll have incidental fees for this and such.
Yeah, for design surveys, easements, and some regulatory filings.
That's the estimates that are at the bottom.
Yes,
Is that what? Okay. Now this sum, is this part of the loan that we're working on?
yes.
Okay.
We are working for issuing the certificates of obligation to cover this project.
Okay, now I have a question because I'm a little bit confused about where the location is. When you turn on what is that, Southway, is it on the left or the right hand side? Over by Columbine.
Spencer, can you help me out? I'm not familiar with that area of town.
Yes, sir. I'm actually pulling it up on a map right here. So give me just 1 second.
I just didn't know if it was on the left or the right hand side, because I know it's a lot on the
It's actually where the current well sits right now. What they're going to do is come in and essentially replace that well. It's going to be right here at the end of Southway.
okay,
on that
so
side.
that's on the left hand side.
If you come down Bluebell and turn left, it'll be on your right hand side. This is Bluebell right here. This is Southway. So if you come off of Forest Hill Drive down Bluebell Drive, and you turn left onto Southway, it'll be on your right hand side at that dead end.
Oh, over by the water tank.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other end. I apologize.
No, that's okay. This is
Okay.
called our Columbine well site. Why it's named that, I don't know. It's not on Columbine, but this is our Columbine well site.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Now,
should rename that. Go ahead, Johnny.
the city owns that part.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
Oh.
the majority of it, we're going to have to get, as a part of the process, we're going to have to get sanitation easements. But Greg Saunders, our engineering firm, has already been in contact with the necessary parties to get that. So.
Okay. No, because I noticed it was saying we're going to have to obtain the existing property. So it belongs to somebody else? Does part of that property belong to somebody else, or all of that belongs to Everman?
I believe all of it belongs to Everman. Where are you reading that at, ma'am? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was on a attachment A where it says obtain existing property and right of way from the city.
Oh,
like I said, I thought it was on the other end. So
yeah. So that's referring to the data. They're going to obtain the data for the existing property and the right-of-way data for the city. So they're just going to get the information. We're not actually ascertaining or buying any property over there.
Okay, now let me ask you this as well. Will you enter down by the animal shelter?
No, I believe they'd enter in right there off of Southway, right at the dead end of Southway.
Okay.
We have a gate currently sitting there right now
Okay.
for access.
Any other questions?
And I'll tell you what we can do also, Mayor, is Greg's got the plans. We'll make sure we get those drawings sent out to everybody so you can see exactly how it's going to be set up.
Thank you. All right, Mayor, do you need the specific amount of money in the motion?
Well,
It doesn't
that
say.
could fluctuate a little bit, correct?
Yeah, this is not a static amount.
All right, so we just need to request approval as it's written in the agenda.
Yes,
Okay.
let's do that.
Okay. All right, Mayor, are you ready for a motion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I move we approve the engineering services for the new well as discussed.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Mindy, would you poll the council?
Place 1,
Aye.
place 2,
Aye.
place 3,
Aye.
place 4,
Aye.
place 5,
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Item B, approve the MOU memorandum of understanding with the Everman Independent School District for the fiscal year 2020. Let's see.
You want to take that, Spencer, or you want me to deal with it?
Yeah, no, I can do it. This is just the annual renewal. We've done this every year for the past several years. It's related to our school resource officers. I sent out a little email or a little attachment with the email that kind of explained a little bit. There are some differences in this one. The biggest difference you're going to see over this one, the last one, was that this one authorizes 3, specifically in 1 MOU. Last year we had 1 MOU that authorized 2, and then halfway through the year, the school district requested to add a 3rd. So we had a separate MOU that authorized that 3rd. So this time we're just combining those for a total of 3 into 1 MOU. The attorney with the school district also requested to just make sure that they articulated in the MOU that there were some training requirements and requirements associated with discipline by state law, where we well exceed those minimum requirements as it currently stands. So that's nothing new. They just wanted to make sure it was worded in the MOU. There's no cost difference this year over last year. We're not anticipating any increase in expenses, and think things will just continue to operate as smoothly as they have. So we're recommending to move forward with the MOU for the $260,000.
Will we give them 3 of the new cars, police cars?
They have 2 of the new enterprise fleet cars are assigned to them, but those costs are calculated within that $260,000. So the fees that we collect, that $260,000, covers more than just salaries. It covers their equipment, vehicles,
Right.
vehicle maintenance, training, body cameras, radios. It encompasses all of it.
I will entertain a motion on this.
I move we approve the memorandum of understanding with the Everman Independent School District for the fiscal year 2020.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Would you poll the council?
Place 1,
Aye.
place 2,
Aye.
place 3,
Aye.
place 4,
Aye.
place 5,
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Mindy,
Yeah, we're good.
that
What's
that
that?
is supposed to be fiscal year 21, not 20.
Oh, okay. I'll note that.
I felt that felt funny. Do I need to redo that, or what should we do, Mindy?
I'm sorry.
Do we need to remake a motion, or can we just
Please.
make it? Please, I move
Please.
that we approve the MOU for the Everman Independent School District for the fiscal year 2021.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Mindy, would you poll the council again?
Place 1.
Aye.
Place 2.
Aye.
Place 3.
Aye.
Place 4.
Aye.
Place 5.
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
motion carried.
Okay, next item is discussion items. Item A, update on COVID-19.
Just kind of wanted to take the opportunity, because I know there's been a little bit of panic. Some people have seen the numbers related to COVID, and we've had quite a significant jump. Currently in Everman, we're sitting at 87 positive cases. Now that's 87 cases since the start of this back in March. We're listed to show 29 recovered, but remember I explained a while back that not all recoveries are reported. They're not mandatory. We still have no deaths, and we have not been alerted to any major hospitalizations. I've been still participating regularly in all of the conversations on the local level, state level. I've been missing some of the federal level stuff, but it's the important stuff I've been making sure to stay on top of. And truly, the overall consensus is that the jump in numbers is just due to the overabundance availability of testing. Testing is very easy to come by now. Just about every pharmacy's got it. A lot of people are getting tested, so we're seeing a significant jump in cases. Still, we're not seeing anything serious or anything significant that would cause any kind of alarm for us. Now, on a statewide level, yes, the governor is currently looking at potential options. If we can't curve this or curb the curve, then the governor may potentially look to implement further restrictions, which may include lockdowns, and we may be going back that route. Of course, we have no say-so in that and what happens on that level. But we're staying tuned in to monitor everything that the governor's office chooses to implement, and we'll keep you informed as we move forward. And if anybody has any questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah, what's the rule now as far as people gathering?
So the rules haven't changed. As long as you can maintain social distancing, they're not really putting a firm number on the crowds anymore. It's more so the mask requirement that's been put out. So you can gather, and cities can even hold functions legally right now if we wanted to, events and things. But as if you cannot maintain proper social distancing, that's when masks are required, whether it's indoors or outdoors. The requirement is only if you can't maintain social distancing indoors, you're required to wear a mask. Same thing outdoors. So they've kind of gone away from the number of people gathered and gone towards a mask regulation instead.
Oh, I thought I'd heard that it was like 10 or something, or, and I thought, what? So I wasn't sure what the rule was now.
That's an older executive order, but this one has superseded all the previous ones, and now the order stands is pretty much just related to masks and where they're required. So the state has come out and said, and many cities have done it. Many cities have hosted 4th of July events and things and allowed hundreds and thousands of people to gather, but they're required to wear masks. Now we've taken another step down. We've shut down bars and a couple of other establishments and are requiring all others to have masks and a health and safety plan.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that being said, we'll drop down to unfinished business. Mayor's report. What was it? Okay, never mind. I thought you guys were included on the fraud questionnaire, but you're not. So have nothing for mayor's report. The next time be setting alternate meeting dates, and Susan sent you as a list of workshops for the budget, and it'll be every Tuesday for the next 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I believe.
Yep.
So just be cognizant of that so we have a quorum, we can move forward and get the budget done in a timely manner.
I do request that you try to make it at least 6 because this is cutting into my work.
Susan, can we do that? Move the meetings to 6?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't have a problem.
Will the times continue to be at 5:30?
Well, we were just talking about, Johnny. We're going to move the meetings to 6. Kelly needs to do it at 6 because of his work schedule.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the next meetings for budget, they'll all be at 6 o'clock. If everybody's in agreement on that.
Okay.
Susan, you, Judy, good with that?
Yes, that's
Linda?
fine.
Yes.
Johnny?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Next thing we'll move down to is citizens' comments. Johnny Allen, talk garbage pickup.
Yes, I spoke last month regarding trash pickup, and I asked if I could get some guidelines from whatever trash waste management, and I haven't received them yet. One of my neighbors put their trash out, and it was supposed to be picked up on Tuesday, this last Tuesday, the Tuesday of the week of the 4th. And for some reason, they didn't pick up anybody's trash that Tuesday, which was fine. You know, things do happen. Well, they picked it up that Wednesday, but they still didn't get my neighbor's trash. Then when Friday came around, they still didn't pick the trash up. So I'm trying to see, for one, why I hadn't received the guidelines that I had requested, and it's been a month, because we're having problems on my street.
Mindy, I know we had the flyers up front. Can you mail some of those to Johnny Allen?
And I'm not talking about the trees. All that's on there are the trees.
I'm not talking about that. We have a flyer for waste that says what they pick up and don't pick up.
Okay.
Right.
Well, see, like I said, it's been a month. I hadn't received anything.
I've been talking to the trash company myself, and I've been emailing since 6/11 after that meeting, and I requested a guidelines flyer. I explained to them that we needed something. I've been thrown through hoops. I'm actually still waiting on them. Another lady that sent me to someone else. So I'm still in the process of trying to get that for you, Johnny.
Right. And the thing about it is, this was just regular trash. One item I saw was a fish tank. I mean, why couldn't they pick up the fish tank? So, like I said, we're still having problems, and this is just regular trash. It's not like it's any branches or anything.
Johnny, if it was a glass fish tank, they may have waited for the recycle, which is on Friday. That's glass, that's recyclable.
Like I said, they didn't pick up Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. And they didn't pick up, not only did they not, they could have left the tank, but they didn't even pick up the regular trash.
Sounds like Norm Boulash needs to be called.
Well, once again, if we get a hold of Jeff Reed, Jeff Reed's got the guy for this area, and he'll get that stuff taken care of. That's all Norm's going to do is refer it back to this other guy.
Well, see, the thing about that too is we just renewed their contract for 5 years. And if we're going to give them an increase on recycling and trash, they ought to at least do their job.
But Johnny, if we don't notify them of problems, it's not going to get corrected. We have to, if we got an issue, let's notify the trash company and get it corrected. If we're drawing attention to something that's going on that shouldn't be happening, they'll correct it. So
I will say this, I have been intertwined with some of the emails that have been sent to the trash company. I asked the girls up front since the last meeting to go ahead and tag me an email so I could see what's going on. There's several complaints, and they get emails and they send them to them immediately with Jeff on there because I'm getting them. So when they come in, they go to Jeff.
Okay. I mean, that's the best remedy we have right now is to, we need to get a hold of Jeff and get this guy contacted so he'll be over there picking it up himself because, he's usually Johnny on the spot when we do have a problem. So, but he has to be notified. They're not mind readers.
So, Mayor, you're saying that Jeff Reed has that guy's name and number?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to contact Mindy, she can let Jeff know. If I'm here, Gunnarson's here, let somebody know. Let Craig know. We've all can get a hold of Jeff. You probably got his email.
Well, like I said, this was on the weekend now. I mean, trash has been there for the whole weekend, and this is a holiday. Nobody wants that trash out in their yard.
But you also said it wasn't picked up on Tuesday.
It wasn't picked up Tuesday. Like I said, they may have had truck problems because they did run Wednesday morning, but they still didn't pick that up. And then when Friday came around for recycling and regular trash, they still didn't pick it up.
But
and
on
that
Tuesday,
was Friday, so I'm sorry?
If we'd have known this on Tuesday, then we could have at least called and found out what the issue was and just remind them they need to get out there and pick that trash up. So that's their job. That's what we're paying them to do. So anything else on that?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, we'll close that. We'll go into executive session pursuant to section 551.071, chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. Council reserves the right to convene in executive sessions from time to time as deemed necessary during the meeting to receive advice from the attorney on any posted agenda items as permitted by law. Additionally, council may convene in executive session, discuss the following: pending and contemplated litigation, or to seek the advice of the city attorney pursuant to section 551.071, discussion regarding possible purchase, sale, exchange, sale, lease, or value of real property pursuant to section 551.072, and personnel matters pursuant to section 551.074. Item 1, city manager. Item 2, assistant city manager. So we will convene into executive session once Mindy gets us into the breakout room.
Mindy, don't forget to stop the live stream.
Have you stopped the live stream?
No, not yet.
Okay. Let me know when it's done.
Okay. Dang it. Hold on.
And Mandy, we'll go back to citizens' comments at the end of the meeting, just in case we've got any phone calls or emails.
Okay. Hold on, do a second.